Hey, 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 AP World History Scholars. I'm Miss Ziegler, the Time Machine teacher, and on this channel, we will be talking about everything AP World History to get you ready for the big exam. So in this series, you will have shorter videos that will cover each document of the DBQ, and then the very last video will be a little longer, and that will be where we'll go over how to put the DBQ all together. So be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Now let's go check out some documents. In a minute, I'm going to put the document on the screen. What I want you to do is pause the video, read the document, and then you're going to do three things. You're going to jot down your describes, what you would use to support your DBQ, and the explains part. All right? The DBQ prompt is explain the positive and negative effects of imperialism. So keep that in mind. You're looking for positive and negative effects of imperialism in these documents. To describe, you're just telling me the main idea. For the support, you're going to actually pull something from the document. And for the explains, you're looking for point of view, audience, purpose, or historical context. All right, pause the video as soon as the document comes up. Here it is.
Okay, welcome back. Let's check this one out. So this one's called The White Man's Burden, and it says, take up the white man's burden, send forth the best ye breed. Go bind your sons to exile to serve your captives' need, to wait in heavy harness on fluttered folk and wild, your new-caught sullen peoples, half devil and half child. So how would you describe this? Well, you could simply say that Rudyard Kipling is describing how the white man should go forth and save the natives through imperialism. And then we're trying to prove the effects of imperialism. So you could say that the white man is definitely, the white man looks at this as though it's his burden, right? It's not something that he necessarily wants to do. It's something that he has to do. Okay, that's important. And it's saying, send forth the best ye breed, bind your sons to exile. So tell your sons, the best of your sons, hey, go and help these people, right? You're going to be their savior, to serve the captive's needs, somewhat like a savior, okay? To wait in heavy harness on fluttered folk and wild, your new-caught sullen people, sullen means sad or upset, so they're not happy about being caught, right? Half devil, half child. So they're not even human. So if we're looking at the effects of imperialism, you're probably going to have another document that is going to be talking about slavery or something that they did to the Africans. And so I would probably use this part right here for your effects. But when you're marking this up, you can put all these notes on it so that when you go back and look at it to write your DBQ, you've got the notes and you're ready to go. Now, this one is also a good one to do point of view on because Rudyard Kipling is clearly a European, right? So point of view, what does he believe? Well, he believes that it is the burden of the white man to go and save the Africans or to go and save the natives. Why does he believe that? Because of social Darwinism or racial superiority. You could say either one of those, and you could explain how because he's European, he feels that he is of a race that is better and is able to go and be their savior. Audience, you could also do that one. Audience would be the Europeans. And why is that important? Well, he's definitely appealing to them right here. He's kind of saying, you know, this is your burden. This is something that you have to do. So go and, send your sons. Well, why is that so important? When you have children, you'll understand that your sons, your daughters, they're the most important thing. So he's basically asking Europeans to send their most important thing to go and help these people. That's interesting, right? So for audience, you would say his audience are other Europeans, and he is using language to appeal to them in a way to show them how important this is, that this burden is so important that it's worth sending your sons. Purpose would be another good one to do for this one. What's the purpose? Well, the purpose is to get people to go, right? to follow the white man's burden, to do the calling. So the purpose is to follow the calling. And how does that affect the document? Well, it's going to affect the document because he's being very persuasive. So you can say that he's writing in a persuasive type of way. Well, how does that affect the document? He's very persuasive. So you could say that he's writing in a persuasive type of way to get his purpose across, that people need to go and do this. So here's document 2. Save your notes for when we're ready to put this DBQ together. Thanks for listening.